Hi and welcome. In this series of company interview processes, we have already covered about Google and Amazon. You can find the link here. In this particular video, as you know, we are going to cover about another tech giant, Microsoft. So what are the various ways using which you can apply for the job interview at Microsoft? How many rounds are there? What is the interview process? Resume building tips, that is what I am going to discuss. How to create crisp and impactful resume, interview preparation tips, and obviously problem solving. I'm very excited to share all this information with you, and I hope you are also excited for the same. Let's get started. Now, let's see the ways to apply for Microsoft HDE role as a fresher. The first one is to apply through the Microsoft Careers website. Fine. Let's look at the website. I am adding the link in the description box as well. Okay. Let's see the website. Here you can see that there are jobs that are available. Fine. And whichever job is applicable for you, you can go and register for that particular job on this particular website. Fine. For freshers, most of the job opportunities are in the placement season. Let's say June to December. Fine. The second point is on-campus hiring, obviously. So first, the companies always prefer on-campus hiring, and after on-campus, if there are more requirements, which generally are right now in scenario, fine. So they post in their job portals. Fine. So here you will find regularly, you will find whenever there is a requirement, they will post it here. So just keep on checking this particular website. In this particular page, you can find the interview tips for all the roles. This is one more page. I will also add this link, that how to land a job at Microsoft via social media. Okay, how to create your profiles. Let's suppose LinkedIn profile, how to create your LinkedIn profile. Fine. What do you need in that particular profile? How you can keep that profile updated so that recruiters, you are in the eyes of the recruiters. Fine. All these tips and the process is in this particular link. Okay, I'll share this link as well. Fine, in the description box. Second is obviously campus recruitment. Third is network with the current or former Microsoft employees. Now see, if your senior, super senior is working in Microsoft, connect with them. Okay, tell them that you are looking for a particular job. This is your skill set. This is what you have practiced, and will you be able to refer me into your company or your LinkedIn contacts? Fine. So whenever you go and ask for referrals, so at that particular point of time, okay, do not message directly that I want referral and the share your resume. No. So there is a way to message when you ask for referrals. You just directly do not share your resume. You write a proper message. You introduce yourself, what you have done, the projects that you have done. Okay, in brief. Okay, competitive coding profiles, how much data structure algorithm you know. So they also are confident in referring you. Okay, no one will refer you directly if you just directly go and just I want the referral and share your resume. Do not do that. Participate in hackathons or coding competitions which are held by Microsoft regularly. Okay, these are the 4 ways using which you can apply for HDE roles as a fresher in Microsoft. Next, we are going to discuss about the resume tips, which is very important, and in that also we are going to discuss about the networking part. Fine. So let's see the resume tips now. So now let's look at resume building tips. When a tech giant like Microsoft posts a job on their website, off-campus recruitment, fine, they get, let's say, for just for an example, 30 to 40,000 resumes. Now an HR team cannot sit and see each and every resume. There are a lot of resumes. So for that they use ATS. Fine. This is the general process. So there is a software they use to filter out the resumes. In that software, they simply write some keywords. For example, if it is a web developer role, so they will write keyword that you should know about JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Have you mentioned those skills or not? Okay, React, Node.js. Okay, if it's a backend role, Node.js will be there. Fine. In projects, have you done any projects? Have you done internships? How many data structure algorithm problems have you solved? So n number types of keywords are present depending on the job description. Okay, the keywords are searched, and in the resumes where those keywords are found, those resumes are shortlisted. So for example, if there are 100 resumes and in only 20 resumes internship is mentioned, so only those 20 resumes will be shortlisted if internship is a keyword. Fine, that means you have done some kind of internship. If I am searching, let's say I search, I need at least, you should have solved at least 500 coding questions on different coding platforms. So I will write those such keywords that there can be different coding platforms. Okay, I can write mycode.prebash.com, LeetCode, CodeChef, Codeforces, that you have mentioned that you have solved these many DSA questions. Okay, so if you have done that, then only those resumes will get shortlisted. So depending on the keywords, your resumes get shortlisted in the bigger companies. Fine. So therefore, it is very, very important to update the resume for each company that you are applying. Fine. Your resume should be of one page, crisp and impactful. Okay, not more than one page. Even after your resume gets shortlisted for the interview, for the HR, okay, they just want to see one page of resume. That's it. Okay. Second, it should be descriptive about the work in the internship. Okay, if you're done any internship, which you should do, fine, then do not just write the when your internship started, when it ended in one line. Okay, what you have done in the internship, write at least that much. Fine. Then read the job description very carefully. Do not just have one resume and use that resume for every job. Fine. If you read the job description carefully, you will understand what you need to update in your resume. Fine, what you need to change depending on the job, what kind of keywords that job can search. If the job is for a Java developer, but your resume is for a web developer, that will not work out. Fine. So you have to change the resume each and every time. Use websites like Novo Resume to create your resume. I will add the link in the description box. Okay, highlight your skills, tech stack, and problem solving skills. Highlight those, write those specifically. In your projects, add the GitHub links and the live links so that the interviewer can directly see your projects. Fine. So these were the resume building tips. And now let's see about the interview rounds in Microsoft. Now let's look at the Microsoft SDE role interview rounds for freshers. So first, depending, it's not like all the 5 will be definitely there. Okay, it totally depends on the recruiters. Fine. So there can be a screening interview. It's a normal call by HR. Okay, they just check you whether you're fit for the role or not, what you have done, just a normal discussion call, nothing else. Fine. If you find that you are fit for the role, you're fulfilling the job description conditions, then they will move forward. Now it can be directly technical interviews, or there can be a second round, that is a written round. It can be online or offline depending how you are applying. Fine. It can contain 2 to 3 coding questions, DSA questions, okay, standard questions. Okay, you have to solve those questions in, let's say, 60 minutes. Fine. It differs. Okay, but not that particular, nothing difficult. Sometimes it also can contain aptitude part, again behavioral questions as well. Coming to the technical interviews, there can be multiple rounds of technical interviews. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. There can be multiple rounds of technical interviews. Mostly the technical interviews will be based on data structures and algorithms. OOPS concepts are asked. Operating system is an important subject here. Sometimes DBMS as well. Fine. So these 4 are important. Computer fundamentals, computer theory parts, OS majorly, then DBMS. OOPS, okay, in Java, C++, Python, depending on your language. And then it is about the DSA, problem solving skills, data structures and algorithm skills. So revise everything, brush up your concepts before the interview. Fine, I will share the tips in the interview tips section. Next is a behavioral interview. It's not like this interview will be there separately. The interviewers can ask behavioral type questions in the other interviews, in the technical interviews as well. Okay, mixing them up. Then the last, managerial or as appropriate interview. Soft skills will be checked. Okay, how much you are motivated for this particular job role, how you can invest, how much time you are able to invest, will you be able to invest, how much hardworking you are. All these things will be checked in this particular interview. Okay, so these is a general format of the Microsoft SDE role interviews for freshers. Now in this, the technical interview part. Okay, how to prepare for the technical interview part, and how to prepare generally for the interview section. Let's see the tips for that. So first of all, in the interview preparation tip, obviously you need to brush up your coding skills, DSA, problem solving skills. Okay, because that is the major section of the technical interviews. You need to review your computer science fundamentals, as I have discussed. You need to understand the role, fine, because sometimes the questions are asked based on the roles itself, to just check whether you have understood the roles or not, you have researched about the company or not. Important point. Okay, you need to prepare the behavioral questions, obviously. Now all these points, how you will prepare it? You will prepare it by the network, fifth point, and the sixth point. Okay, networking means you need to ask your LinkedIn contacts or your seniors, super seniors, how their interview went. Okay, what were asked in their interview? What is the interview experience? Okay, and note down the points, that is, what are the questions asked, technical questions, HR type of questions, soft skill questions asked during the interviews. Note them down, prepare them down. Fine. Read the interview experiences on Google. That's always there. You just need to read at least 25 to 30 interview experiences for that particular role, for that particular company. Okay, note everything down. See if you have already solved those questions, just revise. If you have not solved those questions, solve those questions. Okay, prepare the answers beforehand for the HR type of questions, soft skill type of questions. That is how you prepare for the first 4 points. And that is why networking is so important. You need to be in touch with the people working in various companies, for the company specifically which you are targeting. That's why networking is so important, and reading interview experiences is very important. Fine. Be yourself, be confident, think out loud for the approaches you feel that is correct. Think out loud. Okay, tell the approaches. Be very prepared for the interviews. So these were the interview preparation tips. Okay, and how to prepare for interview, not just for Microsoft, for any other company as well. Fine. Let's look at some already asked interview questions of Microsoft. Okay, we have covered those questions before. I will be sharing those links in the description box, as well as you can see the links here. Fine. Other than that, watch these 2 videos. Fine. Becoming program manager at Microsoft as a fresher, and how to crack interviews in Microsoft. Okay, very good videos, very detailed videos. Other than that, I will be sharing the links of the questions asked in Microsoft. For example, find duplicate is asked in Microsoft, spiral matrix is asked in Microsoft, rotating oranges is asked, merge to sorted arrays is there. Okay, longest common subsequence is there, painter partition is there. Okay, there are various others which we have already covered on our YouTube channel. Okay, so please do subscribe our YouTube channel, like this particular video. I will be sharing the link of my code as well, where you can go and practice the questions which are asked in the companies. You can see in these 2 sets Microsoft questions are present. You can go and practice the questions here as well. So do see those videos and practice the questions. I hope you gained some valuable information from this particular video. Do like, comment if you want to ask something regarding Microsoft interview process, or any other company you would like us to cover in this particular series. Yeah. Thanks a lot.